Welcome back, everybody. Time for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and time for another user-submitted custom battle. I have received so many fantastic ideas from you guys, and I read every single one of them. And I'm sure I probably won't be able to get to all of them, but I'm going to do the best I can. I'm trying to go through these every other day and do another one. But you're submitting them as fast as I'm making them. So with that in mind, this particular scenario, I thought I'd mix it up and do something completely different than the last one. This one comes from Flying Fortress 15 over on Discord. And it's a really simple scenario, but I think it'll be really interesting to play. He said it's 1906, and France and Britain have gone to war over the Ivory Coast. Though the largest naval engagements are taking place off the coast of Europe, there have been some minor skirmishes near the Ivory Coast. This skirmish involves 5 torpedo boats for Britain and 7 torpedo boats for France. You will be playing as Britain, and please design the boats yourself if you can. That's my scenario. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take 5 torpedo boats out against 7, and we're going to see what happens. So let's head on into the ship designer and see what we can come up with here. So there's really very little to these because you're not dealing with armor, barbettes, torpedoes, hulls, citadels, bulkheads, anti-flood, shaft, anything. There's really not a lot you can do. You can switch out from steam, MXP, multiple expansion to steam turbines, and you can see the difference in cost. Now, cost obviously is a non-factor for me. So we're going to, I think, probably try to keep the speed around what it is. It's not a big difference in speed and weight for speed on a 600-ton ship. So let's kind of keep it where it is. We'll go ahead and max out the bulkheads. We do have to have a tower. And I'll go with the best tower we can come up with, even though it's a little more weighty that way. There's only one tower. There's no rear tower. Standard funnel. Let me see how that is in terms of... Oh, that's only going to give me a 21% engine efficiency. If we go dual funnel, it pretty much takes up the whole ship, so that's not even an option. Alright, that only gets us 27. It's really very little difference, so I'm just going to go standard, take up the least amount of space possible. We'll go ahead and drop a little bit of speed just to get some better engine efficiency, but honestly, I'm not too worried about that. Let's look at guns. We can go up to 4-inch guns. And what's the reload speed on those? They have a range of 7.2 kilometers, which is a big difference between the twos. The 2-inch guns range of 4.3 kilometers. That extra 3 kilometers would be huge if we decided to go primarily with guns. And I'm feeling like, I know these are torpedo boats, but I'm feeling like I really want to get some guns on this thing and maybe just try to do it that way. Reload time 7.2 seconds as opposed to 4 seconds. So looks like that's the only place we can put a gun. Oh no, we can put one back here too. So let's do that. That's going to give us 2 guns, and then I guess we'll go 2 on the torpedoes. Alright, that gives us an aft weight offset of 14.8. You can see the weight situation there. Oh, you know what? That makes a big difference on engine efficiency. Now we're at 100%. So how high can we go and keep that 100%? And it looks like we still, well, you know what? I'll take 30 knots with only an 85% engine efficiency. All right, I think we're pretty well ready to go. Let's upgrade the reloading. 17-inch torpedoes I think will be fine. I think I want standard torpedoes. Yeah, I think that'll work. And what can I do here? Lyddite 2 is going to... Lyddite 1, the only thing I'm worried about there, obviously, is explosive. But, yeah, let's give this a try. We don't have any armor, but it looks like we could put some armor on these things. No, we can't. Okay. All right. Well, that's all there is to this, really. So let's go and see what happens. So I'm giving this some thought, and I'm feeling like I really want to make these gunboats. So instead of torpedoes, I think I'd rather go with heavy shells and go with an extra gun. Because the torpedoes take so long to load that I feel like it's just gonna be a waste of time that could be better spent firing guns. So let's do that. These ones are a little tight on their firing radius, but I think we'll make it work. Oh, you have to have at least one torpedo launcher. Okay. So one torpedo launcher it is then. There's no good spot to put it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to switch this tower out for front tower 1, because that frees up some space for the torpedo launcher to go there. And then that allows me to still have my 4 total main guns. Alright, that'll work. Let's do that. And actually the weight's almost perfect that way. Alright, here we go. So it's 5 on 7, so I have to be careful. The Flirt is the first ship in line. The Sparrowhawk, the Palmers, the Bat, and the Hasty. Alright, so we are gonna... This is gonna be tough because they're all gonna basically be firing on the same target since they're all in one group. So I almost feel like I want to separate them into 2 groups. That way I've got a little more flexibility. And I am going to go ahead and put them into a tight formation so that their accuracy is a little better, since this is primarily going to be about guns. Now, I'm guessing spotting's probably not going to be real good, so they may kind of show up out of nowhere once we get in range here. So I'm going to be ready to slow it down to regular speed just as quickly as I possibly can as soon as they're spotted. I think we were starting at 10,000 meters. My guns have a range of 7,000, so it kind of makes sense that once I do make contact, I stay as far away as possible while still having the ability to see them. And I think my guns probably have a greater range than my spotting is going to allow. It just slowed me down to 5, so we must be getting close. Where are they? There they are. Okay. So it looks like my spotting range is only, what, just over, like maybe 2.5 kilometers. That kind of stinks. And there's some over here that are firing on me, and I can't even see them. Dang. And he's already landed some hits on me. Jeez, look at that fire already. Where's the other one? They're just sitting here. They're not even moving. What are you doing, Bat? Why is that not moving? Oh my gosh. That puts me in a difficult situation right off the bat. And Flirt's already dropping back because they've taken damage. Sparrowhawk's taking the lead now. Flirt's got torpedoes coming at him already. But I think we're okay. Man. Yeah, we're going to lose Flirt right off the bat. And we haven't even landed a hit yet. And he's only hit... That's 2 hits for 56 damage, but that's enough to take the flooding down by half. These torpedo boats, man, they're just not... not very strong. Can't take much of a hit. So we're at 1.5 kilometers and having a heck of a time getting any hits. I'm going to send the Bat that way. We get on the other side of him. There's a hit. Oh, now Sparrowhawk's going to drop back. See, this is one of the things I continue to hate about this game. Is the second your lead ship takes damage, it starts off on its own. And you can't even control it unless you disconnect it from your squadron. because it drops back to the end of the line. Just really frustrating that they do that. It just pushes you into a situation of micromanaging that you really shouldn't have to deal with. And the Flirt is in this weird spot where they're not even dropping back and they're getting in the way of the Palmers, which is now the lead ship, which is also rather frustrating. Alright, I guess we're just going to go this way and let them fall in behind me. Meanwhile, these two are just kind of in la-la land back here. I completely forgot to give them orders. There's a nice hit. We're going to come up right on him here. And with the number of guns that I have, this is actually maybe the ideal way to do this, is when he can't fire torpedoes, we get right up alongside him. Look at the fires. And I've got, I've got maximum bulkheads on this thing. They've got also maximum. Okay, interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, the Flirt pretty much got on top of their flooding issues. Now we gotta hope that Palmers do the same thing. These two, they don't even know what the heck they're doing. They're supposed to be following Palmers. Oh no, now Palmers is dropped out, and now Sparrowhawk's in the lead again. I can't keep up with how they keep changing order in the formation. Come on, guys. We've got 4 main guns. Get them firing. We're getting them turned, that's why. Even at a kilometer out, not even a kilometer out, we're having a hard time landing hits. All right, we gotta watch. These guys just fired torpedoes, but I don't see them. Now who's in the lead? I have no idea who's in the lead right now. Sparrowhawk still is. Which way are my guns pointed? They're still pointed over there, so we'll just keep going that way for now. Let's try to bring Bat over on this side of these guys if we can. Now we just spotted his last one. He's got 7 to my 5. So we've got to score some decisive hits and knock these guys out. The good news is once everybody's out of torpedoes, I think that gives me an edge because of the number of guns that I'll have. Let me look. I didn't even look to see how many guns they have. They actually put guns on each side. I probably should have done that. Alright, let's hit the Dard. It's a little closer. Or they're all Dard, I guess. Oh, what a mess. Can we please get in some kind of a semblance of a formation here, guys? He's nailing me with his 3-inch guns. We might be able to get up here right alongside him and torpedo this guy. Speaking of, oh no, that's just, we spotted the guy. Alright, Bat, get a torpedo on this guy. He did. He's got a torpedo in the water. Actually, that's coming from the other one, I think. I'm not sure. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't let him turn. He's gonna avoid that. Darn it. Ah, darn it. He just avoided that torpedo. We gotta watch. He's able to fire now too. If he gets one in the water, he may not miss. We're starting to land some hits though. I just gotta watch because he's got all those torpedoes. He's in a perfect position to fire, and he just did. Cut it hard, cut it hard. Oh boy. Oh, darn it. Oh, wow, he hit me. Oh my goodness. I thought for sure I was going to avoid that. I thought for sure I had that. Ah, we may lose that one. All right, I'm going to put those two on AI for now. Yeah, I think we're going to lose the Bat. That's just going to be too much flooding. That's going to put it 4 on 7. We may take him out at the same time, but if we can get 2 of them down by the time I lose my first one, that'll make it 4 on 5. There goes Bat, so now it's 4 on 7. We're just about to take out. There goes his first one, right there. So now it's 4 on 6. How many torpedoes does he have left? There goes another one. Excellent. So those 2 are down. It's 4 on 5 now. He's still got several torpedoes, though. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get them all following Hasty. Get them into one row here. I'm almost out of torpedoes. In fact, some of my ships are. 2 of them have 1 torpedo, the other 2 are out. That's okay. I'm going to try to take this guy down and even the odds. Torpedo in the water. Alright, I'm going to detach the Hasty so I can get him firing on a different target. Is that a torpedo about to hit him? I believe it is. That'll finish him. Yes! Nice hit. That should be enough. Nice job, boys. It's 4 on 4 now. Alright, let's watch the Sparrowhawk because I'm a little concerned about these torpedoes. Okay, we're good. We're just trying to get around that sinking ship. Oh man, we just collided. Darn it. No, turn this way. Darn you. I'm gonna hit him again, and that's gonna probably sink me. Brutal. Oh, geez, Sparrowhawk, you turned right into a torpedo. Oh. Maneuverability on these things is brutal. Come on, Hasty. Oh, he put a torpedo in the water, but I don't think it's going to help. Because the dart's just not even at the right angle for him to hit. There goes Sparrowhawk. So now it's 4 on 3. And Hasty's in really bad shape. They've still got torpedoes left. I guess Flirt's the lead ship now, and I don't know what they're doing. There must be damage, because they're in a weird circle. Come on, Hasty. Take somebody down with you. So you can see so far, I've caused significantly more damage. I've caused 7,100 in damage compared to 4,700 that I've taken. But I have to cause more damage because he has more ships. Thankfully, he can't fire his torpedoes yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn these guns around in time to hit this guy while he's alongside me. Did we get repaired yet or what? No, it looks like we did. Alright, actually 3 of his have some damage. That's good news. Yeah, I still don't think the Flirt is in a position to operate properly. I just got to make sure he doesn't nail me with any torpedoes at this point. Flirt not even going to be able to get their guns on anybody the way that they're in this spin. Come on, boys. Alright, this one still can't fire. Doesn't look like any of them can at the moment, but we're getting close to the time when they're going to be unleashing torpedoes again. So let's stay on regular time. There comes a torpedo. There's a nice hit, 400 damage. Alright, let's get Hasty turned this way to avoid those torpedoes. Let's get Palmer's and Flirt firing on this guy while he's close. Stay alive, Hasty. Stay alive. Give me a sinking. Still got plenty of shells. Of course, so does he. Oh wait, that's me too. How many's he got? He's still got quite a bit too. They're about to fire their torpedoes. Are we not moving again here? Oh, we've got a torpedo in the water. It's our last one. But Dard's going to easily avoid that. Dard T3. I'm going to go ahead and turn, because I think he got his last torpedo in the water. Though I don't see it. Oh, there it is. These things aren't even moving at this point. Come on, guys. Finish him off. He's close. Alright, this is a problem here because these torpedoes are on track to hit Palmer's. Get that big butt turned around, dude. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're okay. There we go. Whew, that was close. They've still got torpedoes. Oh, Hasty just took some damage. Man. Just can't seem to do it. It's tough to cause the damage we need. There's a nice hit. This one's out of torpedoes. This one's got 2. But he's ready to fire them if he gets a chance. So is this guy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just operate all 3 of them independently at this point. Not that any of them are really able to move effectively. Man, this is kind of ground to a halt because all the ships are damaged and they're not really moving all that much, which means it's going to be harder to maneuver around torpedoes, at least until he's out of them. Here they come. Is that his last 2? Okay, he's out of torpedoes. He's out of torpedoes. He's got 2, but he doesn't have a clear shot, at least not yet. Almost got lucky enough to where one of his torpedoes would have hit him. And they've got 2 torpedoes left. Alright, I'm gonna switch this up and we're gonna focus on these ones over here. Oh, Hasty's done. Darn it. I think we're gonna lose Hasty. Get those pumps going, baby. Get those pumps going. Sink this guy. Darn it. Okay, we're down to 2. So I may have been better off with torpedoes. Just loading up with torpedo tubes and then just coming up alongside him and hitting him with the torpedoes. The guns just aren't doing the damage that I thought that they would. So I think that's probably the strategy, is instead of all these guns, replace all of those with torpedo tubes. Because I've had plenty of chances where I've been right alongside him and a nicely timed torpedo would have finished him off easily. Yeah, the guns just, even with heavy shells and multiple 4-inch guns, they're just not enough. Not enough to do this. I've got a big fire going on Palmer's. We might have T4 taken out. That's going to get me to 2-on-3. Maybe. Where's the guy that still got torpedoes? Is this one here, the T6? Come on, Palmer's. Give me a good solid hit on this guy. I've got to try and stay in such a place that this T6 can't get his torpedoes at me. Although he's starting to get in range now. And I may not be able to avoid him if he fires them. But those are the last 2 torpedoes anybody's got. Man, how am I still afloat? Here come the torpedoes, and there is no chance in the pit of Hades that I'm avoiding them. Not from there. He's going to get me right in the rear, and that's it. That's instant sinking. Yeah, torpedoes were the way to go. Surprise, surprise, torpedo boats. I thought he was out. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. This is going to be the final blow. Yep, there it is. Boom. Brutal. French victory on the Ivory Coast. All right, that was a great scenario, and I learned a few things there about using. I haven't played much with torpedo boats. Torpedo is definitely the way to go. The guns were a bad idea. I kind of overestimated their ability. Let me know your thoughts about all of that. And we're going to get to some more of these custom scenarios, but coming up here, day after tomorrow, is going to be the next in our series of challenges against Stealth 17, and everybody's different, or every day's different. Those will be going live, I believe, 5 p.m. Greenwich time, so that's like noon Eastern, I believe, on Tuesday. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.